Knotless braids seems to be a bit of a challenge for some persons. I decided to make this video on how to knotless braid in different method, and you pick the one that is most suitable for you. So first thing first is this method. You go in with your braids as if you're going to be braiding the hair. After that, you braid about 4 times. You just go ahead to feed in the braids, and I'm going to be feeding these braids from from underneath. I'm going to be feeding it in because I don't want the knots or the extensions to be obvious, so I'm feeding it in from behind, and then I just go over and continue my braid. Okay, so I feed in the first one, go again from underneath, and feed in the next extensions. I just go again and continue the braid. I feed in the third time from underneath and add it up, and then just continue. By so doing, you don't have those bumps, you don't have those joints like it's looking so obvious that something has been extension has been added to the hair. So I love this particular method. And if you don't know how to feed in braid, I would advise you check some of my other videos in which I made a tutorial on how to feed in braids, and it's so self-explanatory. I'll just go ahead after feeding in about 4 to 5 extensions. I'll just go ahead to continue the braid. Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are seeing this video and if you are seeing my video for the very first time, please do well, don't make it your last. You're welcome to this page. You can do well to subscribe. It's totally free, and hit the like button if you like the video, and I hope you do. Okay? So learning how to braid is a challenge for some persons. I'd advise, if you are finding it difficult braiding hair, or if you are finding it difficult or you're in the process of learning how to braid, I'd advise you get a mannequin hair. If you get a mannequin that has hair like the one I'm making use of right now, it will be very easy. It will make your learning process faster, and you don't have somebody complaining while you're trying to learn how to braid or stuff like that. You get what I mean? So I'll just move over to the next method on knotless braid. Okay, so I'm sectioning the hair. Okay, I'm sectioning the hair now. And because I don't want the other extensions to fly in or fly overs and all of that, it's advisable you just clip to make that smooth sail while you're braiding. All right, you know what I mean, braiders. So I'll just move over to the second one. I'll section the hair into two and move over again and section the down portion into two. Okay, so the up, at the end of the day, I'm going to be having 3 portions. Understood? I'm going to be having 3 different portions, sectioning the up, like sectioning into two, and then the down portion, I'll section again into two, making it 3 portions. So I'm placing the hair at the middle, the extension at the middle. I'll just go ahead and braid the 3 portions that I've already sectioned. Okay, so I'm braiding that, leaving the extensions at side. I'm not going to be braiding this extension yet, so I'll just go over. I'll braid the hair. I just braid it once, and then I'll just go gently and gradually to start feeding in my extensions, picking some portion gently and then adding it to my hair. Okay, so I'm going to take some extensions now that I've added, and then I just add it to the hair and go over and then braid like so. Go over and braid, go to the other side, pick some extensions, add it to the hair, and then go over again and then braid gently. Take some other portion from this other end, add it to this portion, and then gently braid. This is very good for those people that find it difficult and challenging to hold full hair. So this one was just simple. You just pick them gently, gradually, and then before you know it, you have your knotless braid. All right. So that's for the second one. So for the third method, guys, um the third method is the rubber band method. This method is preferable for those people that don't have strong grip of the roots of their braids. Okay, so all you just need to do is to pick tiny rubber band, use tiny rubber band to hold firm the root of the hair after you've sectioned it out. And then the next thing you would need to do is to take your crochet pin. Take a crochet pin or crochet needle and pass it underneath the rubber band. Okay, I'm going to drag it again to make it firm. Then I take a crochet pin, pass it underneath the hair. All right. So after passing it underneath the hair, I'm going to take small portion, small portion of my extension and put it on the hook of the crochet pin, and then close the latch and just drag it out. All right, so this method is very, very good for those persons. I'm going to secure it more by making it as tight as it can be. Make it tight by dragging it more to make it tight, and then I'll just go ahead to add it to the hair and start braiding. Okay, so this method is, like I've already said, is better and is best for those persons who find it difficult to grip the roots of their braids. All right, so I just go ahead to braid the hair and the extensions together. And because it's a knotless braid, we don't want to have those thick roots or those thick braids from the beginning. I'm going to be cutting out the rubber band, and then I'll just leave the hair like that. Okay, I'm going to remove the rubber band. We're going to remove the rubber band and just leave the braids like that. All right, that's for our third method of starting a knotless braid. Okay. I'm going to be moving over to the fourth method or fourth way to start a knotless braid. And before we do that, hey, have you subscribed to the channel? If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and then already hit the like button if you know you've enjoyed this video to this point, you've gotten value. All right. So for the fourth method, I'm going to be starting out with a braid. Okay. So you start out with a braid for at least 4, 5, 6 times, depends on the length of the hair you're working on. And then when I'm done with that, this method, I'm going to be feeding in my extensions, making it knotless by adding the extension from the top, okay, over. So I'm putting the extensions over the braids, okay. And if you do so, it's going to be obvious. It's going to be showing like a Ghana braids, while it is actually a knotless braid. So this is a knotless braid, but looks like a Ghana braid, what they call feeding braids. Okay. So this is another way to do a knotless braid. For others, you can actually add sideways. Like I add sideways and then just turn over to the left hand side and then hide my extension. So this way your extensions is not going to be obvious like the one you just put over the braids. Okay, so this is a fourth way or fourth method you can make your knotless braid.